Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, I did earlier a tutorial for a headband with this stitch, and some of you asked me if this stitch can be worked flat, not in rounds, because for this we need to work in rounds. I didn't try before. I tried a little bit to see how it works, and I came up with something. I'm sure many of you can modify the stitch the way you like. Yeah. Okay, let's try to do this flat, and it's coming up like this. Yeah, and it's reversible. So if you're interested, you can stay and watch how I do this one. But like I said, I'm sure you can each of you can come up with modifications to the stitch, this one. Okay, with this stitch we're gonna have to chain odd number. So I have here 13 chains. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna skip the first chain, and into the second chain I'm gonna do a single crochet, and this row is gonna be single crochet in each chain. So move to the next chain, single crochet, and so on, single crochet in each chain until we finish this row. So I started with 13 chains, and I will end up with 12 stitches. So single crochet in each chain. You can try with without the single crochet row, and the space is gonna be to your left if you're a right-handed person, the space between the line and the cluster. So after we do this row of first row of single crochet, we're gonna chain 2, turn your work. So we're gonna skip this first stitch here from where these 2 chains are coming. So we're gonna do into the second stitch. So we go in there and we're gonna do the stitch. So we're gonna pull up a loop, yarn over, pull the yarn to the first loop, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go back into the same stitch, and we're gonna pull up another loop, 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. We're gonna skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over the hook, go back into the same stitch, and pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. Skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. And go back into the same stitch and pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. And we're gonna do like this until we finish the row. Skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. So now we have left only 2 stitches, 1 and 2. We're gonna skip the next one, and into the next stitch we're gonna do the same. Pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over the hook, go back again, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. Turn your work, and now it looks like this. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a single crochet in each stitch. If you don't want to do single crochet in each stitch, then you're gonna go to this space here. It's a line and a space, and you're gonna go in there and you're gonna do the same, pull up a loop and so on. But it's gonna look different than what I showed you. So I'm gonna do in the first stitch here single crochet. So this row is gonna be single crochet in each stitch. So we have the next stitch here, do a single crochet, next stitch single crochet, pick up 2 loops. So the next stitch single crochet, that one chain when you do this row with the cluster, make sure that one chain, when you chain that chain, it's a little bit loose, otherwise you're going to struggle getting in. So single crochet in each stitch. So this stitch has 2 rows repeat, 1 row of single crochet. So the last stitch is there. I'm gonna do a single crochet, and in here, right here, the end, we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, and now you're gonna repeat the row with the cluster. Yeah. So we're gonna skip this first stitch, and into the second, we're gonna go in there, pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over the hook, go back again into the stitch, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. Yeah, this one chain, leave it a little bit loose, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. Go back again into the same stitch, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we do the same. Well, it might look a little bit like the headband, but not the same. Skip the next stitch, and into the next I'm gonna do the same. Skip the next stitch, and into the next, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the last one here we're gonna do the same. We're gonna pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the loop, yarn over the hook, go back again into the stitch, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. So this side is gonna be like this, and it's gonna look like this. So now you're gonna go into the first stitch here, that space, and you're gonna do a single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and so on. In each stitch, single crochet. So with the working this stitch in rounds, you have only 1 row repeat. With this stitch, if you want to work flat and not in rounds, then it has 2 rows repeat. So the last stitch in that space right there, we're gonna do a single crochet, and here at the end, right here, right there, you're gonna do a single crochet, you're gonna chain 2, and it looks like this. So now you're gonna skip the first stitch, this one, and into the next we're gonna repeat the row with a cluster, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next the same, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the stitch. Well, it goes really fast. Skip, and into the next, and I don't think this one is gonna eat that much yarn. Now depends the size of your yarn. So we have 2 stitches left. Skip the next stitch, and into the last one we're gonna do the same. Go back again, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1, turn your work, and you're gonna do the row with a single crochet in which you're gonna go right here, this one, it's that space. So it looks like this. So if you like, give it a try. I hope it helps. It looks like this when you work flat, yeah, and it's reversible, the stitch. But when you work this stitch in rounds, changes. It looks like this. So I will put a link with this, how to do this headband, the stitch anyway, so you can give it a try. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.